What do I do to keep the money coming in? What do I do? Writing until I need another.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Well, Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, there's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive about what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that is really difficult to do.
5 yards remain on second down. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelce last year. Second among NFL tight ends.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future, you've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft. They feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown! Jerick McKinnon. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Meanwhile, Herbert's throwing to the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now it's Mahomes again. Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years. The last 2 in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 21-0 our score after 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Byron Pringle now to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And when we talk about yards after the catch, you think about speedy little receivers, but Travis Kelce was 3rd in the NFL in 2020 in that category.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field, but to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats always tells us the story. He tacked on better than 40 yards after the catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Herbert back to the air. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Next score, Chiefs 28, Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one swung out to Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 45-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And a route is on here in this first half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely